looking deep down the left side. Mendeville into the end zone. Touchdown! Down the sideline, still 40, 20 to the house. And the players streaming from the sideline to celebrate with 17 seconds left.
Welcome, everybody, to BVarsity Live for Thursday, February the 25th. I'm Zach Ewing with Trevor Horn. Would you care to explain yourself?
That is DERIK Watson. DERIK, pop your head in right here. Say hi.
Hey.
That's him. Straight out of BCHS, evidently. So that was a photo Rodney Thornburg took the other night when BCHS girls soccer team beat Foothill 2-1, and they decided to have some fun with it.
Straight out of BCHS. That doesn't have the same ring to it as the original, I got to say. But Bakersfield Christian is back in the girls soccer Central Section Championship, Valley Championship, for the third straight year. And we have a jam-packed show today. We're going to begin with them. So without wasting any more time, I would like to introduce the Eagles, Madison Jordan, CIERRA Rogers, and Taylor CARRIERI. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Okay. I aced my part of the test. Now it's time for you guys. All three of you are seniors, correct?
I'm a junior.
You're a junior down there, but you're a captain, so you count. You're like half a senior. And you guys play Strathmore tomorrow for the Division IV Girls Soccer Section Championship. It's Section Championship Friday, boys and girls soccer all over the Valley tomorrow night and Saturday afternoon as well. Centennial's boys play Saturday afternoon. We'll have them in on the show. South High's boys play, Ridgeview boys play, and who am I missing? East High's girls play.
East High's girls, McFarland boys, Frazier Mountain girls. So we've got 7 different Kern County teams playing championships either Friday or Saturday.
We were going to clone Trevor and send him to all these places at once, except we realized that would be a horrible idea.
Oh, can you imagine 7 of me running around?
Oh my God, ugh. No, I can't.
Don't tell Chris.
You know, we had an earthquake the other day. Yeah, just put 2 and 2 together, man. I'm just saying.
Okay.
You never stop is the thing.
I never stop, and the thing is, remember, I'm from Sacramento, so we don't feel Bay Area earthquakes. Or I felt one because it was based out of Chico, which was like an hour and 20 minutes
Trevor
northeast.
freaked out. He freaked out.
I didn't freak out,
yes, you
man.
Did.
I did not freak out.
I think you asked everybody in the building twice if they felt the earthquake.
And that thing lasted for like 5 seconds, and there was a moment, and you agree that there was a moment when you're like, okay, do we actually need to do something?
I will say that when you're on the 3rd floor of a building that was built in 1924, it shakes a little bit more than everywhere else.
Yeah,
I was
a little bit worried, so I think you should get off your high horse, sir.
I thought it was funny how you asked the people who came up from downstairs if they were okay. Yeah, I'm right here, Trevor. We're fine. Okay?
You know what? I'm going to stop being empathetic and just be a jerk.
Good. We like that around here. Okay. Bakersfield Christian against Strathmore tomorrow night at Strathmore. You played there last year. It didn't go well in the Valley Championship game. Maddie, tell me about maybe what you feel is different this year about this year's team.
About our team?
Yeah, or about this matchup maybe. I don't know how much you know about the mighty Spartans of Strathmore, but
I know they didn't lose too many girls,
okay.
So I know that we're going to go in and we're going to get a fight. I think we wanted a lot more this year, especially having lost it last year. It was really hard for us. And I just think that if we go in with a better mindset, because last year we went in, we had just won it the previous year, but if we go in knowing how much we want it, we're going to take it a lot more seriously.
CIERRA, what do you remember about that game? What kind of a team is Strathmore?
They're very physical, which is very hard to go up against mentally more than physically.
Yeah, you guys got to be right up on the mic.
Oh, okay.
Get your face.
But yeah, I mean, they're a great team. I mean, they lost maybe a few girls, but
right. But so did you. So it's different teams.
It's pretty,
Taylor, how about you? What do you remember from last year, and how do you take that into this year?
I just remember them being very fast, and they came out ready to play. And I think that we were still kind of high off the previous year winning, and we just weren't mentally ready for it.
Yeah, I think there is a difference, and I could ask any of you guys about this probably, coming off of a championship, which they are this year, versus coming off a runner-up. I mean, it makes you hungrier, doesn't it? I mean, just by human nature.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
How has that manifested itself this year? Because you lost Hannah Kind, who I know missed a lot of last year with injury anyway, but she was the all-time leading goal scorer in the Central Section, and
she's not very far away, Zach. I don't know if you know this, but she comes down to the game. She was there the other night, and she'll be there tomorrow night, right? Yeah.
I mean, point being, you lose that kind of firepower, and you just sort of keep going. How did you guys do that?
I feel like it was probably the leadership that we had. I feel like even adding Taylor onto our captain squad, I feel like she did a very good job at doing what she does and playing physical in the midfield. And I also feel that our defense has been very strong together. So, I mean, defense wins championships. So
Right.
I feel like that's kind of a factor in it, but definitely hurt us a little bit to have her leave. But we definitely have people that are very talented as well.
Trevor, what are you doing over there?
I'm letting DERIK.
Okay, I thought you were doing something to DERIK. Hi, DERIK.
Hey.
Maddie, is the team different? Are you more defense-based? I mean, has that dynamic changed a little bit because of the personnel?
We were pretty defense-based last year, too, because we had Reagan in the back, so I don't...
Well, and Hannah played goalkeeper half the time last year, right? She came back. Right? Yeah.
She definitely did. I think our defense is just as strong, but I think we really grew out into the wings, especially.
Okay.
And I think that we're going to have to rely on that more on the outside of the field. And I think that now that we had the base last year and we had time to grow and work on other things this year, it's going to help a lot.
Taylor, you were a sophomore last year. All of a sudden, you're a captain. What's that transition been like? That's a pretty big step.
Yeah, it was a big step. It was kind of surprising when DERIK told me the first time, but I was ready for the challenge, and I think that it helped me a lot grow as a better player and a better teammate.
DERIK, I got to say, this year probably for you was pretty fun because the expectations weren't quite there as they have been the last couple of years. Is that true?
Yeah, we came in with 20 girls on our roster. We lost 2 starters right off the bat, so we were down to 18. So immediately in the first tournament we had to throw freshmen in right off the bat to fill in some positions. So we've kind of gone through some adversity, even losing great players like Hannah and Reagan. So, those are always just struggles you have to overcome, but these girls stepped up. We're able to really take initiative and fill in gaps and learn and work hard. And so we're excited to be back and where we are. So,
is it fitting that it's Strathmore again and it's the road game again? You could sort of have to make up for that to get to where you want to be.
Yeah. Strathmore is not my favorite word these days, but yeah, they put it to us last year. So we have to come up with a different mindset. We've talked about it a lot, just what we could do better and improve on, and that's kind of what we're just trying to do every year, just to get back to where we want to be. So
I'm trying to remember last year. It was like a cold, foggy night, right? I don't think you're going to have that this year, so that'll be different right off the bat.
Right.
CIERRA, when you think back to this playoff run in league, and you guys won another 12 league games this year, Trevor, what's the streak now? 52, maybe DERIK, 52 SSL games in a row.
yeah.
What has the ride been like from being a young team and a team that didn't bring a lot back, but now you're back where you sort of expect to be?
It's awesome. I love to see that we're able to continue on with our streak, and I feel like next year we'll be able to do that as well. Going into playoffs, it definitely gives us some confidence as we go on and also travel to Strathmore once again. It gives us something that we're confident with.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you remember about the trip, Maddie? I mean, Strathmore's like Porterville, between Porterville and Visalia, right?
Right.
So orange fields and fog and 2-lane roads and all these things. Is there anything maybe you learned from last year's trip that will make this year easier?
I know that we took 2 separate vans down last year, and this year we're going to all be together. We're going to all have a different attitude, and overall I think it's just going to be more serious but more thankful in a way to be there.
Did you drive one of the vans last year?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's the problem right there, man. They were all car sick.
Me and my assistant, Coach
Yes.
Jordan, he loves driving. So.
And this year
Yeah.
it's a bus, is that?
Yeah, we're taking a bus, man.
Okay.
We're not going to split them up again. Every year it's a new challenge. You learn new things. You're always growing as a coach and as a team. So we just learned what we want to do and fix and change. So.
Yeah, that's terrifying, man. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it wasn't foggy, so we're all right.
Taylor, you were a freshman when you guys won it the last year. I don't know how much you played on that team or anything like that, but are you hungry for just sort of being the leader on a team that could win a title now?
Yeah, it's definitely really exciting to be one of the leaders this year and make it to Valley, and I just feel like that our team can really take it home this year.
How about you guys? You're seniors. It's your last shot. You won it as sophomores. It probably seemed easy then, but you found out last year's not that easy.
Right.
So what's the dynamic this year as seniors for you guys?
It's a lot scarier. There's more at stake,
Yeah.
It could be our last game. Every playoff game has been a little nerve-wracking knowing that if we lose, it's over. So we definitely do our best to, because we both play in the back, we do our best to hold it down and just pretty much take every little thing seriously because it could be our downfall.
Well, anybody who knows soccer knows that the panic-inducing moments come in the back. I mean, that's when you have to be composed, right? And now in the playoffs, one goal could mean you're going home. So how do you deal with that, knowing that one goal and maybe that's the end of your career?
It's terrifying because we're together back there, so we have to hold it down. But it's definitely, I feel like we are together, that we're strong back there. So I feel like everyone can basically, all their burdens and all their maybe slip-ups in the midfield, like we need to pick up on that. And I take responsibility for that. And I hold like my position and what I do like very dear to me. So, and I feel like she feels the same way.
Definitely.
So it's definitely hard being in the center, just protecting the goal all the time. So it's not easy, but I do it for them.
Yeah, the word you always hear is crucial clearances when you're watching soccer. Coach, I don't have the stats in front of me, but looking at them earlier, it seems like scoring, obviously without Hannah, but it's spread out this year. I mean, you're getting scoring from a lot of different places.
Yeah, I mean it's a team thing, so we don't care. We try to knock the ball. We try to find space all over the place. So it's not we're trying to direct it to one person. If a girl's in a good position, we'll try to be at the ball. So we try to move the ball as much as we can, as quick as we can. So yeah, whoever's there, if you're there, we say take the chance. So if a girl happens to put it in, we're happy for her. So
I would say, thing. What would it mean to this program to win tomorrow night?
It's for my seniors. That's the key. I want them to win it. So they've been that much to our program. So I hope they get it for them. So I know they're fired up, and I'd just like to get that win for those three girls.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, 2 years ago you won it, and that was the first time in quite some time BCHS had won a title. Is that right?
Yeah. I mean,
5-6 years, I think.
For girls soccer?
Yeah.
We had been in the final in 08, 09, I think it was, and then we were back in 14.
So was that your first championship then?
Yeah, that was our first one. So
this is kind of, I mean, if you can back it up with another one within 3 years, you kind of, you haven't just arrived. You're not just one-hit wonder, so to speak, right?
Yeah, we try to be consistent now. We think we can play with anybody. We just got to develop players every year, so we have girls step in all the time. My assistant coach, Jordan, he's been a huge influence on that, working the girls, and they all trust him just like they trust me, and we're just a big unit. So, we're just, we're a family, and that's probably the biggest thing. And that's why we're all here together. We're enjoying our time together. So we like being around each other, and that shows, I think, as we play. So
that was not Jordan looking in the background, though. Jordan is back there, but that wasn't him. Guys, speak to that a little bit. Taylor, the culture of the Bakersfield Christian program. What are you guys trying to build, and how do you sort of pass that down to younger players?
I think that our team is very united, and we're all one, and we try to carry that on throughout the years. And taking in like new freshmen this year, I think that we've done a pretty good job of trying to show them the path of how we work together and the unity of our team and giving it up for each other and working for each other.
How about you guys, the seniors? You go on to other things after this school year, obviously, but we talked about other players coming back, Hannah and Reagan, and those players coming back. Do you see yourself, kind of always staying invested in BCHS soccer?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Why is that? Do you think that's the case at any program? I mean, it's just that's where I played in high school, or is there something extra there?
Well, I mean, I've only been to Bakersfield Christian, but I've played on a lot of club teams, and I've never been on a team as close as this one, and we're just a family. So of course, alumni are going to come from all ages, and they're going to come see us play. And even if the years didn't overlap, if you know what I mean, they're still going to look at us like family and cheer us on.
Right. CIERRA, any final thoughts?
No. She covered it.
It's go time tomorrow night, right?
Absolutely.
Well, hey, we got a lot of guests today. We got to let you guys go. We appreciate you coming in. 7 o'clock tomorrow night in Strathmore. 6 o'clock. Oh, 6 o'clock tomorrow night. Thanks. Right after the sun goes down in Strathmore, Bakersfield Christian looking for its second D4 title in 3 years. So, guys, thanks for coming in, and we'll be back. Centennial Boys Soccer is in the house next.